children, now we have come on day 13th. 13th day is dealing with the area number knowledge and operations. Unit is knowledge and operations on rational numbers, and subunit is introduction of rational numbers. You all know about rational numbers and various different types of numbers also. In the beginning, in the concept corner, you all can see one example is there. You all have to read this example very carefully and see how the statements are expressed mathematically in fraction form and in rational number form. Now we will come on the important points regarding to rational numbers and fractions. First, always keep this in mind, children, that any number cannot be divided by 0. You cannot divide any number by 0. Then second thing, the number which is in the form of P upon Q is a rational number. Okay, when we write any number in the form of P upon Q, that means numerator denominator form. So when the number is written in the numerator denominator form, that number is known as rational number. In this case, Q should not be equal to 0. What does it mean Q should not be equal to 0? That means in the denominator there should not be 0. Because we all know the number cannot be divisible by 0. And in any number when the denominator is 0, that means what? It is divided by 0. But you should not put 0 in the denominator because it cannot be defined, and that's why such a number cannot be considered as rational number. When 0 is there in the denominator, the number cannot be considered as rational number. Now let us see the third point. We write 2 in P upon Q form as 2 upon 1. Also we can write 5 in P upon Q form as minus 5 upon 1. Okay, minus 5 can be written as minus 5 upon 1. That means when we see a single number, it does not mean it is a single number. Always there is 1 in the denominator. That means that particular number is a rational number also. That means we cannot say 2 is a single number, 2 is only a natural number, or 2 is only a whole number, but it is a rational number also. Why 2 is a rational number? Because we can write 2 upon 1 in the denominator, and that's why 2 is natural number also, 2 is whole number also, and 2 is a rational number also. Same thing we can say about various integers. The integer cannot be written alone. That means if I want to write minus 5 in a rational form, I can put 1 in the denominator, and then minus 5 upon 1 can be written as the rational number. It is the rational number. If I write only 5, only minus 5, it will be integer. But when I put 1 in the denominator, it becomes rational number. So all the single numbers are rational numbers also. That means all types of numbers are rational numbers also. But 2 and minus 5 cannot be written as 2 upon 0 and minus 5 upon 0. As in the beginning only we have seen that any number cannot be divided by 0. That means we cannot write 2 upon 0, minus 5 upon 0, or we cannot put 0 in the denominator of any number, because we all know the number is not divisible by 0. But in this particular case, when 2 we write in the format of 2 upon 1 and minus 5 can be written in the format of minus 5 upon 1. In this case 2 is the whole number and minus 5 is an integer. So always keep this in mind. Any number, whether it is whole number, whether it is natural number or an integer, can be expressed in the rational number, in the form of rational number. When we write 1 in the denominator, that whole number or that integer can automatically become a rational number. Now let us go on the next point. What is there? Number which can be written as P upon Q form and Q is not equal to 0, then it is called rational number. Just now I have told you. When it is written in the form of P upon Q, that means numerator denominator, and the denominator should not be equal to 0, then such number is known as rational number. Then all natural numbers, all whole numbers, integer, decimal numbers all numbers can be written in the form of rational numbers. But what we have to remember, the denominator should not be 0. Denominator is not 0, then all types of natural numbers, all types of whole numbers, all types of integers and decimal numbers can be written in the form of rational numbers. Now let us see 8th point, very important point it is. All fractions are rational numbers, but all rational numbers may or may not be fractions. We cannot say all rational numbers are fractions, but all fractions are rational numbers, because rational numbers can be negative or positive, but fractions are not negative. If I write minus 5 upon 7, then this number is a rational number, but this number cannot be said as a fraction because negative sign is there, because minus sign is there. So always keep this in mind. When we write minus sign or negative sign, then such type of number is known as a rational number, but that number is not a fraction. Okay, if I write only 5 upon 7, then it is fraction also. Okay, it is fraction also and it is rational number also. But when I put minus sign in front of 5 upon 7, it will not be a fraction. It is only a rational number. Okay, because negative sign cannot be written in front of fraction. It is only a rational number. These things you all have to remember always. Now let us see in the practice corner, few examples are there. Our ideas about rational number and fractions will be cleared from these examples. So let us see these examples here in practice corner. See these examples which are rational numbers. So the rational numbers are written as 9 upon 7, minus 9 upon 7. Okay, then 0 upon 8, only 6, only 12, only 18, only 2.1. See, only 6, only 12, only minus 18 and only minus 2 upon 2.10 can be, 2.1 can be written as rational number. When we put 1 in the denominator of all these numbers, then all these numbers can become rational numbers automatically. Here this is a fraction as well as a rational number, 9 upon 7. Minus 9 upon 7 is only a rational number. It is not a fraction because minus sign is there. Then 0 upon 8. 0 is in the numerator. In numerator 0 can be done. Okay, 0 we can write in the numerator, but 0 should not be written in the denominator. So 0 upon 8 is also a rational number. Okay, now in the next example, what is there? These examples are not rational number. So you can see 8 upon 0 and minus 12 upon 0 is not a rational number. Why it is not a rational number? Because 0 is in the denominator. Whenever 0 is there in the denominator, such numbers cannot be said as rational numbers. Now, which are not the fractions? See, these are the examples of not fraction. So first example is minus 5 upon 4. Why it is not a fraction? Because negative sign is there. So this is not fraction. This is rational number, but this is not a fraction. Now second number is 9 upon 0. Why it is not a fraction again? Because in 9 upon 0, 0 is there in the denominator, and when denominator is 0, it is not fraction also, it is not rational number also. So 9 upon 0 is neither a fraction nor a rational number. Now third number is 12 upon 3. 12 upon 3 is not fraction. Why it is not fraction? Because 12 can be completely divisible by 3. If you divide 12 by 3, we get 3 4s are 12 and remainder is 0. So that means what? We are getting 4. Okay, simple integer we are getting. So 12 upon 3 is not a fraction because 12 is completely divisible by 3, and that's why 12 upon 3 cannot be said as the fraction. But 12 upon 3 is a rational number, because though the answer is 4, 4 can be written as 4 upon 1, and that's why 12 upon 3 is a rational number, but it is not fraction. Okay, if I write 6 upon 3, it is also not a fraction because 6 is completely divisible by 3. 3 1s are 3 and 3 3s are 6. So in this way we can get 1 in the denominator. So it is a rational number, but it is not the fraction. So when the number in the numerator is completely divisible by the number in the denominator, such number cannot be said as a fraction, but such number is a rational number. And that's why it is said that all fractions are rational numbers, but all rational numbers are not fractions. These things you have to remember, and then we will be solving these sums in the practice corner. This is the table in chart format. We have to write the tick mark in the correct column. So let us do this in our notebook. So children, as you all can see here in activity sheet number 13, I have written area, number knowledge and operations. Unit is knowledge and operations of rational number, and subunit is introduction of rational numbers. So in practice corner, we will be solving this chart question in our notebook. So mark this as tick mark at the correct place. So wherever correct place is there, we have to put it the tick mark. First number is 12. Is 12 a rational number? Yes, all the numbers are rational number, because 12 can be written as 12 upon 1. We all know that 12 can be written as 12 upon 1. So I can show you here, this 12 can be written as 12 upon 1, and when upon 1 denominator I can write, that means it is a rational number. So I will put a tick mark in the rational number. Now as it is rational number, it is not rational, that means it is not correct. If it is rational number, so not rational is not correct, so I will put a dash. It is rational number is correct, so I have to put tick mark. Is it a fraction? No, it is not fraction, it is a simple integer. So it is not fraction, so I put dash. It is not fraction, correct. It is not fraction, so it is correct. Okay. Now let us see minus 7 upon 9. Numerator denominator form. Whenever numerator denominator form is there, it is a rational number. As it is rational number, not rational number cannot be correct. Is it a fraction? Because minus sign is there, so it cannot be considered as fraction. So we have to put dash. It is not a fraction, it's correct. Now let us see 17 upon 0. When 0 is there in the denominator, it is not a rational number. Okay. So we have to put dash. It is not rational number is correct. Is it a fraction? When 0 is there, it is not fraction. So dash and not fraction is correct. Okay. Now 8 upon 9. 8 upon 9 is a rational number. Yes, it is a rational number. So if it is rational number, not rational is not correct. I will put a dash. Is it a fraction? Yes, it is a fraction, because numerator denominator form and negative sign is not there. That means it is a fraction also. And as it is fraction, so not fraction is not correct. So we have to put a dash. So in this way you can complete this chart of writing the tick mark in correct place. Okay, now let us go on the next day, day number 14. Now on day 14, area is again same, number knowledge and operations. Unit is knowledge and operations on rational numbers. In this particular sheet, we will be solving the sums based on addition and subtraction of rational numbers. You all have learned about addition and subtraction of rational numbers. You all have been doing it from your 6th standard also, but in 7th standard particularly, we have done the addition and subtraction of rational numbers. So for doing the addition and subtraction of rational number, which things we will have to remember? We have to remember that while addition and subtraction of rational numbers, what we have to see, denominator should be equal. Then only we can add and subtract the rational numbers. If there are two numbers, for example 5 upon 7 and second number is 3 upon 5, you have to make the denominators equal, and then only you can add these two numbers. Okay, here the denominator is 7, here the denominator is 5. So for adding these numbers, you have to see that the denominator should be equal. And sometimes we can solve it by different method also. First method is by equalizing denominator. We have to equalize the denominator and then we can add the rational numbers, or we can subtract the rational numbers. And when second method is When denominators are different, then denominators are made equal by taking LCM also. We can solve it by taking LCM also. And when we add or subtract decimal fraction, then adding and subtracting integer part and fractional part by the decimal method. We can add and subtract by the decimal method. So when we solve the sums from practice corner, you all will get to know about this. So let us solve these sums from practice corner in our notebook first. So as you all can see here, this is my activity sheet number 14. Area I have written number, knowledge and operations. Unit is knowledge and operations on rational number, and subunit is addition and subtraction of rational numbers. Now see children, before solving this, solve this addition and subtraction, we have to complete the given activity first. Activity is 10 upon 8 plus 12 upon 5, addition of two rational numbers. Now as we all have learnt previously that the rational numbers cannot be added if the denominators are not equal. Here you can see the denominator of first rational number is 8 and denominator of second rational number is 5. So how we can equalize the denominator? If you multiply first rational number by denominator of second and second rational number by the denominator of first, that means 10 upon 8 we have to multiply by 5 and 12 upon 5 we have to multiply by 8, and then we can get the equal denominators. So let us multiply 10 upon 8 by 5. That means we have to multiply 10 also by 5 and 8 also by 5. See children, here the answer is given. You can see the answer here. We have given 50 upon 40. So 10 multiplied by 5 is 50 and 8 multiplied by 5 is 40. So answer is given. So from this answer also you can conclude by which number we have to multiply this 8, 10 and 8. So we can get the answer 50 upon 40. Or otherwise you can directly think that this first number should be multiplied by the denominator of second and second fraction should be multiplied by the denominator of first. In that way also you can equalize the denominators. So here we have multiplied 10 upon 8 by the denominator of second fraction. As we have multiplied denominator by 5, we have to multiply numerator also by 5, because this is the rule of mathematics. If you are multiplying denominator by one number, you have to multiply numerator as well by the same number. So 10 multiplied by 5 and 8 multiplied by 5. Now let us see this second fraction, 12 upon 5. We have written 12 upon 5 multiply by this 12 upon 5. We have to multiply by denominator of first fraction. So 12 is multiplied by 8. That means 5 also we have to multiply by 8. So 12 8s are 96. Answer is given. 5 8s answer will be 40. Now 40 common denominator we have to write it one time, and we will be adding the numerators. 50 plus 196 answer is 146. 50 plus 96 answer is 146, and denominator is common in both the fractions. We have to write the denominator one time. In this way we have to solve the addition of rational numbers. You all have done it in 7th standard. Now let us see this subtraction of the rational numbers. Same procedure we will follow. 4 upon 8 minus 1 upon 5. So we have to multiply this first fraction by the denominator of second, and we have to multiply second fraction by the denominator of first to make the denominators equal. So here you can see 4 upon 8 is written. 4 is multiplied by 5. That means 8 is also we have to multiply by 5. And here the answer is also given. 4 5s are 20 and 8 5s are 40. This answer is also given here. So we have to multiply 4 by 5 and 8 by 5. That means first rational number multiply by the denominator of second rational number. And second rational number we have to multiply by the denominator of first rational number. So 1 multiply by 8 and 5 also multiply by 8. So 1 8s are 8 and 5 8s are 40. Now what we have to do? We have to write this common denominator one time in the answer. So common denominator is written one time, and what is there in the numerator? 20 minus sign is there in between, so you have to subtract. 20 minus 8 answer will be 12. So in this way you have to complete this activity. Now let us go on the second activity, which is addition and subtraction of two numbers. So in the first sum there is minus 3 upon 2 plus 3 upon 2. So as you all can see, denominator is equal, so we don't require to make equal denominators. As the denominators are equal, we can write it one time. Write the denominator one time. And what is there in the numerator? We write those numbers with the sign. First number minus 3, first numerator minus 3, second numerator is plus 3. Okay, plus 3. So minus 3 plus 3, what will be the answer? 0. 0 upon 2. Minus plus will minus, and 3 minus 3 0. We all know 0 doesn't have any sign. Never give any sign to the 0. So minus 3 plus 3, answer is 0. 0 upon 2. Actual answer will be 0, but that I am not going to write here. 0 divided by any number, answer is 0. Always keep this in mind. If you want, you can write 0 also here. So in this way, when the denominators are same, we don't require to make anything here. You can directly write common denominator one time, and whatever procedure or whatever operation is there in the numerator, you have to write that operation, write the denominator as it is, and write the answer in the numerator. Now let us see in the second sum, we don't have common denominators, we don't have equal denominators. That means what we have to do, we have to multiply and make the denominators equal. So first fraction is also not, it is not a fraction because minus sign is there. So it is a rational number. First rational number is minus 3 upon 4. So what we have to do? We have to multiply this first fraction by the denominator of second. So denominator of second is 5. So we have to multiply by 5. Multiply by 5, multiply by 5. Then plus sign is there, put the plus sign. Write the second fraction. Second fraction is 4 upon 5, or we can say second rational number is 4 upon 5. We have to multiply this second rational number by the denominator of first rational number. Denominator of first rational number is 4, so multiply by 4. 4, 4. Now let us write the answer. Minus sign is there, write the minus sign. 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20. Okay, then plus sign is there, write plus sign. 4 4s are 16, 5 4s are 20. Now you all can see same common denominator we are getting. So as common denominator is there, we write the denominator one time, and whatever is there in the numerator, write it with the sign. So minus 15, 15 sign is minus, so write minus 15, 16 sign is plus, plus 16. In denominator, write 20 as it is, and what is the answer? Minus 15 plus 16. Minus plus minus. Sign of bigger number. Bigger number sign is plus. So we don't put plus sign to the answer. When answer is having plus sign, we don't put it. So 16 minus 15 plus minus minus, answer is 1. 1 upon 20 is the answer of this sum. In this way, we have to solve the sum by making the equal denominators. Now let us see the third one. My 13 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2. Again common denominator is there. So as common denominator is there, we write the denominator one time, and whatever is there in the numerator, we will be writing it as it is. That is 13 minus 3. 13 minus 3, simple subtraction, 10 upon 2. In this way you can get the answer, and 10 upon 2, if you want, you can cancel and get answer as 5. Okay, now let us go on this fourth sum. Again we have to make the denominators equal, because here 3 is there, here 2 is there. That means what we have to do, we have to multiply first fraction or first rational number by the denominator of second, and we have to multiply second rational number by the denominator of first. So let us do it. 17 multiply by 2 and 3 multiply by 2. Then minus sign is there, we will multiply this second fraction by the denominator of first. So 5 multiply by 3 and 2 multiply by 3. Now write the answers of this multiplication. 17 2s are 34, 3 2s are 6. Minus sign is there, put the minus sign. 5 3s are 15, 2 3s are 6. Now we can get the equal denominators. Write the denominator one time, and whatever is in the numerator, write it. 34 minus 15. Now write the last answer. This 6 as it is, one time we write. And 34 minus 15, what will be the answer? It is 19, correct? So answer is 19 upon 16. In this way, we can solve the addition and subtraction of rational numbers. So children, as you all can see, I directly have come on day 16th. I am not showing you day 15. Why? Because on 15th day, you all have to give a test which is based on day 1 to day 9. So that test you all have to solve on yourself. Okay. So now on day 16, I am continuing in the same video of day 13, 14 and 16. Why? Because the area of all these 3 days is same. Area is number, knowledge and operations. Okay. Unit is knowledge and operations on rational number, and in this particular day we are going to study about product of rational numbers. So in concept corner there are examples which you all have to study, learn the examples, see how the examples are given and make yourself understand with the product or multiplication of rational number. Meaning of product is nothing but the multiplication of rational numbers. Now let us see what you have to remember in the product in multiplication of rational numbers. I am going to read this. I understand. I am going to explain this. In multiplication of rational numbers, numerator is multiplied to numerator and denominator is multiplied to denominator. Always keep this in mind. When there is multiplication sign between two rational numbers, you have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Do not make cross multiplications. Whenever there is multiplication sign between two fractions or two rational number, always see that multiplication numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Now what is the second point? When product is negative, product of negative and positive rational number, we have to follow the sign rules. That means plus minus minus, minus plus minus, plus 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 and minus minus plus. You all know this sign rules. So you have to follow these sign rules while multiplying the negative positive numbers also. And while division of rational numbers, the multiplication is done by taking reciprocal of the divisor of rational number. That means if we have to write the reciprocal of second rational number. And while carrying out division also, we have to follow the sign rules, plus minus minus and minus plus minus, plus 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 and minus minus plus. These sign rules we have to follow while doing the division also. So let us see what is there in the practice corner. As you all can see, in practice corner we have to complete the activity. We will be completing these activities in our notebook. So let us go on solving the practice corner in our notebook. Okay, so see children, this is my activity sheet number 16. Area is number, knowledge and operations. Unit is knowledge and operations on rational numbers, and subunit is product of rational numbers. So in practice corner we have to complete the following activity. In first question, there is the multiplication of two rational number. First number is 5 upon 8 and second number is 3. So only 3 means you all know it is always 3 upon 1. Always there is 1 in the denominator, we all know that. So in multiplication, just now what we have seen, in multiplication numerator is multiplied with numerator and denominator is multiplied with denominator. So here we have to multiply 5 with 3 and 8 with 1. So I will be writing 5 multiplied by 3 and 8 ones are 8 I will write here. Now see, 5 3s is 15 and 8 as it is written. So in this way you have to complete first sum. Now let us see in the second sum what is there. Minus 4 upon 7 is the first rational number and second rational number is minus 2. Again minus 2 means it is minus 2 upon 1. So again there is multiplication sign between two rational numbers. That means we have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So minus 4 multiplied by minus 2 is given. and 7 into 1, 7 ones are 7, correct. Now minus sign will be plus, plus sign we don't write, and 4 twos are multiply, 4 twos are is 8. So answer is 8 upon 7. Now let us go on the third sum. Third sum is division sum. In division sum, we have to convert this division into multiplication. How to convert the division into multiplication? First rational number we have to write as it is. Minus 3 upon 5 we will be writing as it is. Multiply by, in place of division we have to write multiply by, and we have to write the reciprocal of 2 upon 5. What is the reciprocal of 2 upon 5? Reciprocal means the opposite number. That means the numerator should be written in the denominator and denominator should be written in the numerator will be the reciprocal. So reciprocal of 2 upon 5 is 5 upon 2. So I hope you all have understood how to convert division into multiplication. While converting the division into multiplication, write first rational number as it is. In place of division, write multiplication, and while writing second rational number, write its reciprocal. In place of 2 upon 5, write 5 upon 2. Now this is simple multiplication. Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Multiplication of numerator with numerator is given minus 15, and denominator with denominator 5 twos are 10. So in this way we can convert we can convert division into multiplication and follow the rules of multiplication to get the answer. Now let us go on next question. Solve this. Solve the following multiplication and division. So here two rational numbers are there. There is multiplication sign. That means what we have to do? Multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. I will be writing the first step of multiplication. Minus 12 multiplied by 3 upon 8 multiplied by 7. Numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. What is minus plus? Sign will be minus. And 12 threes are 36. And 8 sevens are 56. In this way you can get the answer. Now next number is minus 9 upon 2 divided by 8. 8 means 8 upon 1. We all know that. 8 means 8 upon 1 always. Now there is division. So we have to convert this division into multiplication. For conversion division into multiplication, what we have to do? We will be writing first rational number as it is, minus 9 upon 2. In place of division, we write multiplication. We have to write the reciprocal of second rational number. Second rational number is 8 upon 1. Its reciprocal will be 1 upon 8. Now, we have converted into multiplication. We have to apply the rule of multiplication. Minus 9 into 1 upon 2 into 8 is equal to minus 9 into 1 is minus 9 and 2 8s are 16. In this way you can solve the division sum also. Now let us see the third question. What is minus 5 times 4 upon 9? Minus 5 times. Times means multiply by. Always keep this in mind. Times means multiply by. So solution is 5 minus 5 times 4 upon 9 means what? Minus 5 multiply by 4 upon 9. So minus 5 means always 1 is there in the denominator. Denominator 1 is there. So in multiplication what we do? Numerator multiply by numerator, denominator multiply by denominator. So we write minus 5 multiply by 4. And 9 ones are will be 9. Minus plus sign is minus. 5 4s are 20 upon 9 as it is. So in this way you can solve this 5 times 4 upon 9. Answer as minus 20 upon 9. Minus 5 times 4 upon 9 means minus 20 upon 9. Now let us go on the next sum. Last sum. What will be the each part of 2 upon 3 is divided minus 1 upon 5 equal parts. That means what? Solution what we have to write? 2 upon 3 is divided by minus 1 upon 5. Okay, so this divided we have to convert into multiplied by. So 2 upon 3. If you want, you can write this minus 1 upon 5. Okay, first. Okay, so 2 upon 3 divided into 1 upon minus 1 upon 5 equal parts. Okay, so in this way we have done 2 upon 3 divided by minus 1 upon 5. Actually, this is simple example of division. If I tell you to divide 20 into 5 equal parts, so what you will be doing? 20 divided by 5. Same thing, 2 upon 3 is divided into 1 upon 5 equal parts. That means what? 2 upon 3 divided by minus 1 upon 5. Now division we have to convert into multiplication. We all know we cannot directly solve the sums of division. We have to convert this division into multiplication. When there is division between two rational numbers, we cannot solve it directly. We have to convert the division of two rational numbers into multiplication, and then we can solve it. So division we have to convert in multiplication, and minus 1 upon 5, its reciprocal will be minus 5 upon 1. Now solve. Numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. So 2 multiply by minus 5 and 3 multiply by 1. What will be the answer? 2 into minus 5 is minus 10. 2 5s are 10, and plus minus sign will be minus. 3 1s are 3. So answer is minus 10 upon 3. So 2 upon 3 is divided into minus 3 upon minus 10 upon 3 to make minus 1 upon 5 equal parts. In this way, you can complete this activity sheet number 16. I have shown you activity sheet number 13, 14 and 16 in this same video. For day 15, you all are having test. Okay. So next activity sheets we will continue in our next videos. Thank you for watching my video.